Hello, I'm David Chaston with 90 at 9, brought to you by interest.co.nz. This week, get everything you need to know in 90 seconds at 9 o'clock. With news, our swap rates have fallen sharply, opening up the chance of lower local interest rates. But first, in the US, activity in the vast services sector slowed to a near two-year low in January, suggesting that American economic growth weakened somewhat at the start of the first quarter, even as their labour market remains resilient. We'll get their non-farm payrolls report on Saturday, and analysts are expecting growth under 200,000 in January, way below the almost 300,000 gain in December. US Fed officials are noticing a tightening of conditions in the US. China is further down the track and expected to loosen its reserve requirements for banks soon. At least their services sector is growing to pick up some of their considerable slack. But as China switches gears away from heavy investment and towards consumption, the reverberations are being felt, especially in Australia. Their trade position has steadily deteriorated, culminating in a record $32.7 billion trade deficit in 2015. That's according to data going back to 1971. And international air freight growth slowed to 2.2% in 2015 from 4.5% the previous year. In New York, the benchmark US Treasury 10-year yield has slipped slightly today from this time yesterday and is now at 1.86%. Yesterday in New Zealand, we saw a dramatic fall in swap rates and flattening of the rate curve. In fact, it's now at its flattest it's been for 6 months, and rates for 4, 5 and 7 years are either at or near record all-time lows. The 2-year swap rate is back to levels we last saw in November 2012. And that has come as credit spreads jump today in all the main markets. The gap between the US oil price and the Brent benchmark has widened slightly, although both are $1.80 a barrel higher today. The US price is now at $31.50, while the Brent is at $34.50 a barrel. The gold price has jumped to $12 and is now at $1,139 an ounce. And the Kiwi dollar starts today noticeably higher as well, at 66.5 US cents, a 4-week high, at 93.3 Aussie cents and at 60.2 euro cents. The TWI starts today at 71.5. Yesterday's strong jobs numbers are impressing investors. I'm David Chaston. That was 90 at 9, brought to you by interest.co.nz.